Hello guys, it is me, Victoria, and today I want to make a video about something I just saw in a Facebook group and I just had this stroke of insight. I'm like, I gotta make a video about this. So, basically, this woman in a dating group, said, I was seeing this guy, he was really into me, he made me like this dinner, and I went over to his house and he just seemed so like, we're having an amazing time. Then we had sex, and after we had sex, something shifted, and I could tell that basically he lost interest in me, and he asked me to leave, and he was just kind of like, when are you leaving? And then I left, and then she just was writing the group, like, what did I do wrong? I know in this group we're not supposed to worry about, like, when we have sex and if we had sex too soon, but I always feel like when I have sex too soon, the guy gets turned off, and he loses interest in me. So as I was reading this, and she was just like, what did I do wrong? Give me advice. What do I do? So I really related because I used to have the same thought. I would go on dates and the guy would seem just very into me, and I would just be like, okay, like he seems to really like me. Let's have sex. So then we would have sex, and then he would not call me and he would kind of ghost me after. And then I would just think, oh my gosh, I clearly had sex too soon. He probably just doesn't respect girls who have sex like before like 7 dates or something. You have to make the guy wait like a really long time, and then he like respects you as a person. Well, I was just very, very confused. So as I told this woman, um, it's not that you had sex too soon and he decided for one reason or another he didn't like you. It's that he never liked you to begin with. You assumed that he was looking for some sort of deep, monogamous soul connection, and he's going on these dates, and he's just like, he has a first date, and he's just like, oh my god, like, I see something in her. She's beautiful, she's kind, she's everything I wanted. Like, yes, let's do this. Let's lock it down. Let's get into a relationship. No, alright, that's not what he's thinking. Alright, he's thinking, wow, I really want to have sex. I wonder if I can get this girl to have sex with me. That would be amazing. That would be awesome. Let's see how it goes. So, in his mind, he's doing everything he can do to make you want to have sex with him. Once you do it, he's just like, woohoo, I'm celebrating. Yes, awesome, I did it. Let's move on with my life. Alright? He's not looking for a monogamous relationship, especially not with someone he's only met, once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Um, in my opinion, he actually has more healthy attitude. It's just, let's see if we have like an amazing connection, then, but an amazing connection that's like gonna be developed over time. It's not gonna happen like within a couple dates, so he's not gonna want to lock it down and get in a relationship with you after a couple dates. There are exceptions, like my boyfriend, but that's for the most part. So no, you didn't do anything wrong while you were having sex. Like the sex wasn't good or something, or I mean that's very, very rare possibility, but it's just that he wasn't ready for a relationship, and most guys aren't. And that was one of the biggest mistakes I made while dating, is that I assumed that the guys were sitting at home being like, I'm gonna go on a date because I'm looking for a relationship. I'm gonna hope to find this deep connection. Maybe we'll be on this date. Maybe we'll be on that date, because that's how I was thinking. But no, that is not how they were thinking. And if a guy is listening to this, maybe he can tell me more about the mindset of guys. But the way I understand it, tell me if I'm wrong, is that women have options from birth, alright? They have so many sexual options. They're drowning in sexual options, alright? They can snap their fingers and have a guy there. They can walk up outside, first guy they see, they'd be like, hey, I know this sounds really weird, but do you want to have sex? The guy would probably be like, okay, what time do you want, like, let's go. Like, literally, that is a real life scenario. If a guy did that, women would run away screaming, call the cops. So, what I'm saying is, men are operating from this scarcity mentality, alright? They don't have sex. Like, sex to them, it's like this, Olympic gold medal or something. So, they are not eager to just cut off all opportunities to find sex in the future just by, the first woman who shows interest in them locking it down. They never get to the chance to have sex with someone, who they're really interested in, because they're kind of like beggars can't be choosers a lot of times. So they're just operating from this scarcity mentality and not eager to just be like, I'm sick of all this variety. Please, let me just pick one and be done with it and develop this deep soul connection. They're just like interested in having as much sex as possible, as wide a variety as they can get. So no, they're not eager to just, shut it down. Also, another reason is for a man having a relationship, it's a much bigger responsibility. I mean, they're in society supposed to be the provider. So they have to have like double the money, double the resources, double the energy to provide for the woman. They have a harder job in some ways. I mean, of course, like you have like kids and the women have to do all the child rearing and a lot of relationships, which is equally as hard. But men, maybe they feel they aren't ready to provide. So another reason they're not interested in a relationship. So, this is all to say that women, don't assume men want a relationship. Just assume they don't. And if you have sex with a guy and he's no longer interested in you, don't assume you ruined it. Just assume that he got what he wanted all along. And you assumed he wanted more when all along he didn't. So, yeah. Of course, there are exceptions. Like, I'm sure some guys really do want this deep relationship just like women do, but the majority of them, especially younger guys, definitely are not looking for that. So don't be stupid like I was, make the mistake. Women, wise up. Only have sex with a guy for your own personal pleasure, for your own orgasms, to get what you want out of it. Never expect that by having sex with someone you're going to lock down the relationship, because it doesn't work that way. And there's nothing wrong with having sex on the first date, as long as you don't believe it's going to make a difference either way. And yeah, there are some guys who think like, oh, only sluts have sex on the first date. You don't want those guys, alright? They're going to create havoc in your sex life. But, yeah, so that is my advice. Women, don't assume men want relationships. Men, don't assume women want casual sex. Realize that they are thinking differently than you probably are, and that they want relationships. So comment down below any thoughts. Explanations of the male mind would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, bye.